Hello everyone, this is DevByte. In this video, we'll define player position, assign environment for every level, and timer for every level. This is where your game starts feeling dynamic. Let's start this. Let me show you something. If I switch to level 1, player starts here, and if I switch to level 2, completely different position. So how is this happening? We are controlling player position using a vector 3. Now why vector 3? Because in Unity, every position in the world is defined using 3 values, x, y, and z. So instead of creating multiple scenes, we store them per level in one scene. Let's open level handler script, and inside our level class, we'll define a vector 3 for player position. Now we'll add game object for our player reference. In our main class, we'll create a new private method for the player activation with the name of active player. And in that, we'll position our player based on position of current level. And then we'll active our player through code in this method. As we want to set position and active our player in the start of the game, we'll call this method in start. All right, now we need to define the exact activation position for our player in this level. And from the transform of our player, I'll copy the x, y, and z values and paste these values into the player position vector 3 field of our levels class. These 3 values represent the exact position player in 3D space, x for left and right, y for height, and z for forward and backward. Now set the player position for second level and copy the position values and paste them for second level. Repeat the same steps for third level as well. Now there's one issue we need to fix right now. If we keep all environments active, our scene becomes heavy and messy. We don't need every level environment at the same time. We only need the environment for the current level. So instead of activating everything, we activate only what we need. Open our level handler class, and inside levels class, we'll add new game object variable for our current environment. So let's create a method for that. First, we will always check if it exists. And if it exists, we simply activate environment of our current level. We'll always activate current level environment in start of our game before the activation of our player. Now we'll create method for coins activation as well. We'll only activate coins for current level of the game. Now here we're using a loop because we don't have just one coin. We have multiple coins in an array. We start from index 0 and go through every coin. Until we reach the total number of coins, we simply activate it. And we'll also call this in start. Now assign the references for our player environments. And let's test the game for our first level. Everything's working perfectly fine. Let's test it for a second level. We have a problem in our camera offset vector. Let's quickly fix this. Run the game with first level and copy the properties of camera follow script for offset values. This is because we are setting offset as the distance between camera origin position and player position. And for second level, our offset value becomes much bigger. Open camera follow script and comment a line where we are calculating offset vector. This is because we have manually give values for our offset vector. Let's test it for second level. Everything's working perfectly fine. Last thing, we need to define a timer for every level. Quickly add a float for timer in our level class. Now in start of our timer script, we need to tell our time left is the time of our level. Set the values of time in our levels. Test the game. Everything's working fine. That's it from this video. In next, we'll add UI for our level complete and failed. Follow DevByte.